So in our last video, we touched on 5 things that we wish we had known when we first bought our e-bikes. And on that list, visibility was one of the higher ones.
And it should be number one.
It should be number one. And you can't see me.
Can't see me. Yeah, I can't see me. Wait, hold on. Let me check this. Okay, all right.
Hold on. We're invisible.
No, now you can see us.
Now we're visible.
Sounds good. All right, now we're good. Now you see how important it is to be visible. If you were on the road and a car was coming and all you heard was some sounds, we'd probably get hit. So anyway, that's kind of fun.
So, and like I said, we proved a point. When you're on the road and you're on your bike, you are invisible to the cars behind you. So that is really, really important.
Right.
And so what we want to do is just kind of talk to you about the different things that we've looked at in terms of making sure that we're visible on the road.
Visible on the road. And we'll talk about some of the things that we've done. And then also we will talk to you, expand on exactly what we are doing right now. And it's working for us.
Yeah.
It's working real well for us. So we'll just go to that. I mean, the first thing that we tried right out of the box was
the reflectors that were just on the bike when we got it.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't used to commute. Most of the time we rode the Katy Trail. We've never been out on the street, so it was never a consideration, and reflectors seemed to be just fine.
Right, but we never used reflectors because we never rode our bikes at night.
Right.
And actually now we don't even ride our bikes that much at night.
Right.
So that's not even been a factor, really.
Right. But we've pretty quickly realized that wasn't going to cut it. We had a neighbor that was in his truck behind us one day when we were riding out on the street, and he later talked to us and said that he didn't even see us until he got almost up on us. He was right on us.
Yeah.
And you know, when he said that was kind of scary because you know, he saw us, but a lot of people don't pay attention. You know, they're on their phones.
Right.
They're tending to something. You know, see people with a sandwich in their hand.
Yeah, right. Sandwich eaters.
But the point is we're not visible.
Right. So the second thing that we did is that we said, well, we always have a helmet on, so we could integrate something into the helmet to make it so that it is going to be safer for us.
Right.
So we bought helmets that have lights in them.
And honestly, these are awesome helmets, and we're going to do a separate
Wonderful
review.
helmets.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
But the lights in the back, they were flashing red lights, and that was great.
But in the middle of the day, you don't get to see that light.
You don't get to see that flashing red light very well.
Right. And again, we don't ride at night
where it would be really beneficial, so it's not as effective as it could be.
So it wasn't as bright as we wanted it to be, so we still felt unsafe. So what we thought, well, what we're going to do now is maybe do a safety vest. That'll be fine because you can see that from a distance.
Right.
So,
but you know, the safety vest, and it worked. It was fine, really, honestly. People could see it. But it was, sometimes you'd forget to put it on, or it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was just kind of a pain to remember to do it.
It's a pain in the butt to put on. I mean,
and it really felt like you had a costume on too,
it's
and
dorky.
It's not our style.
It's dorky, it's kind of sweaty, it just wasn't what we wanted.
Yeah.
And, you know, most of the time when we are riding our bikes, well, all the times we were riding our bikes, we're riding it to go somewhere. We're commuting somewhere. We're going to the grocery store. We're going to our store. We're going to a place, a park to chill out, doing whatever. So we're not doing it, you know, to collect stats and whatever. So we don't have to have some special biking suit on.
Right.
Just our helmets. And so it's just one of those kind of deals with us. It's kind of dorky to have it on. Okay.
Right.
But that's, you know, I'd rather be dorky than dead. So, you know, trying to make those things.
Since we didn't really like that option, we finally did some research.
Yes.
Actually, JJ did some research.
Yeah.
He got online and he found out that the most visible light is a bright white flashing light.
Yes, not a red light.
Nope.
Bright white and flashing. That's what you have to get. Get the most bright light you could possibly find.
Get something with the most lumens that you can find.
And make sure that it flashes.
Yep.
And it is super visible.
It really is.
We were surprised how much more visible it really was.
And that same neighbor that said that he couldn't see us before, he actually saw us again, and he said he had no problem seeing us.
Yeah, he says he could see us from way far away. He says he didn't even know what it was, but he knew there was something there until we got to it. He says, oh, okay. And he said he actually felt pretty good because There you go.
Right.
So
now, the lights that we have, we bought them back in September of 2024, and we were looking on Amazon, and they're no longer available.
No longer available.
But there are other options. So what we're going to do is we'll put a link to a couple of other options in the description, but you can find them. You can find them all over Amazon, and it's not hard. Just go for the most lumens you can.
Yep.
Did I mention already that ours said they were 9,000 lumens?
9,000 lumens.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't think it was.
But they were extremely bright.
Right. That's the biggest thing. Go, if you're looking for something, just make sure that you look at the reviews and see how bright it is.
Right.
Like I said, this one said 9,000. I know it's not. So, if you look at something and it says it's 500, then I bet it's going to be fine. Going to be fine enough. Okay.
Right.
It's just that flashing white light, and you can see it in the middle of the day.
Yes.
So. What we'll do here is that we will try to, like Lisa said, we'll try to put some links to some of the lights that we think that would be effective
in the description.
That you can find.
And
so go ahead.
What we're going to do is we're going to show you the visibility of the bike with no light on, no safety vest. We'll show you the visibility with a safety vest, and then we'll show you the visibility with the lights
So
on.
you can see the difference.
Right.
I mean, it really, really is a big difference
It is.
on here, and I think it really makes us feel I know it makes us feel a lot more
safe.
So we're gonna go and show you the difference between, like Lisa said, without a vest or anything. We're gonna show you with a vest, and then we're gonna show you with the light. We're gonna set that up, and we'll show you here in just a few minutes. Okay, we have made it to this undisclosed location, and you're going to hear an echo here because we have our communicators on that we kind of talked about in another video, so that we can communicate whenever she goes flying down. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do this road test.
Right.
We're going to do it like 3 different ways. We're going to do it with absolutely no protection as far as
reflectors or lights,
anything,
or a vest on, anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it the second way with the vest on,
which I kind of think will be visible, but it's up to you if you want to use a vest. It wasn't for us.
Right, it wasn't for us.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it the third way, which is the way that we do it currently, and the best way that we found so far to do it, which is with our light. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure her light's off, and she's going to go ahead and roll down, and let's take a look at it, see what you think.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get started. I'm going to pass behind the camera so I can get turned around, and then you will see me here, or you won't see me.
Because she's a trained professional.
Yeah, that's right.
Go get it. All right, she's going to roll down here and let you see what it looks like whenever you
have absolutely no lights or reflectors or vest or anything.
Yep. So she's going down quite a ways. Probably further than if a car would need to see you. So that's a pretty good distance.
I think this is pretty good. I think I'm going to turn around.
All right, she's going to come back around.
Like a trained professional?
Just like the trained professional that she is. Or I think maybe you've seen some of her work in the circus. She was that small monkey that you see with the little bike and umbrella. That's her. Yeah. She's done a lot of work. Let me go over here, get out of the way, and she'll circle around again, and we'll go ahead and put the vest on.
Right.
And we'll test that and see how that works. So come on up here.
All right.
So we can show you how this thing goes together. It's kind of crazy. So she's going to put it on.
Right.
I don't know which way I'm going.
I think this is the way that it goes here with this in the back.
Yep. I think that's good.
Yep, and then you got to snap in.
See, this is fine, and it's not a big deal. It's just that for us, every single time, because we ride them. I ride our bikes
all the time,
constantly. Yep. So you got to make sure this is on, make sure this is good. That gets sweaty on your back. We got the thinnest one we could, but we still wanted more. Here, this came loose.
Oh, okay.
Well, we wanted some more visibility, so we still have to make it as big as we possibly can. So here we go.
All right, I'm going to show you what this looks like with the vest on.
Take number 2. Go. I'm going to get out of the way here.
All right.
All right, so now you can see, probably that's a little more visible than what we had before.
And it probably would be adequate, But like I said, we have peace of mind with the flashing lights that we have.
Right.
All right, I'm going to flip around. This is about where I turned around before.
Yep. All right, here she comes again. And folks, you see that smooth delivery that she had there on that turn. It's just wonderful. Anyway, so we're going to do one more run.
That's
and
right.
We're going to do this run with the vest off and the flashy going. So we can see what's going on.
All right, I'm going to turn
Come
around.
around and get this. All right. You're going to take the vest off, get that taken care of. All right. It's doing good there. I'll take the vest. Give me that. I got that. And then she's going to get going. We're going to go here and get the flashy going. I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're flashing. And she's going to take off. And there she goes. Now, that is an extremely bright light. And it's just, it really just isolates. You can see that from a distance.
Yeah, from a really
you know what,
far
Lacey?
distance.
Go
Yeah.
further than you did before.
All right,
keep
I'll do
going, and I'll just tell you how far I can see it with my naked eye. Now,
All right.
This lens here, camera's going to be a little bit wider, so it looks further away than it is. But this is more than about now, I would say at least 2 to 3 city blocks. So come on back.
All right, I'm gonna go up here and turn around.
All right, so you can hear that our communicators are starting to cut out. So that's how far away she is. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, so you can still hear me.
Yep.
So there we go. Well, she's coming on back.
That's a good test for our communicators that we're gonna actually do a review on.
We will be doing a review on that real soon. So keep an eye out for that one. All right. So anyway, as you could see on that test, Lisa was extremely, well, to my eye, she was extremely visible, and I think the most visible of the 3. So that's kind of how we have locked in, and we've said, hey, this is what we're going to do.
Yep.
Now, turn your communicator off right now, so that
All
way we
right.
can kind of talk without. So anyway, it's kind of fun, and we will do a review on our communicators because I think it's number 2.
It is.
As far as, being safe. If you're riding with someone else, and we're always riding together.
Right.
And so it's one of those kind of situations where, like we said in the other video, we want to be able to say, hey, look out for this guy over here. Can you see that car that's pulling out? I don't know if that person sees you. So anyway, that's another video.
Right.
But as you can see here today, we have found a way that we can
Be visible and be safe when we're commuting,
Right.
when we're grocery shopping,
Right.
when we're going to get lunch like we did yesterday.
Right.
Lee's chicken, it was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
But anyway, so it's just really, really important to be visible.
Right. And you know what? It's not an expensive thing to get. And like we mentioned earlier, this particular light is not available on Amazon anymore. So we're not even going to post we're not even going to get a link to that. But we will post some, what we can find that we think is comparable to it.
Right.
And, it's just one more thing that's going to make it easy for you to get out on the streets and ride your bike and have fun, or do like we do, use it for commuting and for fun.
And just take that little tiny piece of worry out of your brain because you are visible.
Right. And one of the things, like we said in the other video, that we may just put one on the front also, because we can be visible from both
Front and back. Yeah, just peace of mind.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we wanted to say today to you on this
video. Just a quick video to let you know, kind of give you an idea of how it works.
Yep. You pick what you need. If the vest works for you, then fine. If you find a light that works for you, then fine. If you want to put like a big marquee on your back, just make sure
you're visible.
That you're visible. And you know what? Just like we always say, you know what you need to do today?
You need to go outside.
Just go outside. Go outside. But be visible.
Be visible. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.